growing up was great, and I'm the oldest of 4 kids, so it was pretty busy household, loud, crazy, lots of activities. We were also at church every Sunday, so that's pretty much where I started singing, was at church. As I grew older, kind of figured out, hey, I'm kind of good at this singing thing. And so my mom and dad, they would make, sure that they had their video camera set up. Whatever Sunday, I sang a special. And all this time. Yeah, I've always dreamed of having a career in music and singing since I was really little. I've always loved being on the stage. I was very involved in musicals and that kind of stuff. And college is when I really discovered that I liked to write music, and being able to sing your music is kind of cool. I've loved always hearing music on the radio, and I've always dreamed about maybe one day maybe I could have a song on the radio. My heart is open wide. My parents' worship pastor at their church sent me an email, and it was about a Christian music academy. And so I signed up because I was like, yes, I need this in my life. That's how I met my current producer, Daniel Ornelas, who is producing this next project. And the rest is history. I really like working with Daniel because, first of all, he keeps it fun and light in there, but at the same time, he'll push you as an artist and kind of throw in ideas that you probably wouldn't even thought of. And he listens to what, the direction that I'm wanting to go and all that. We just work well together. It's been really great that my husband especially has been supportive of me pursuing music, because it's not an easy thing when you have 3 kids. I am a stay-at-home mom first and take care of our household, and so there are a lot of times that I want to maybe throw in the towel and say, this is too much, I can't do it. Maybe I'll do it when they're older or something like that. But then I think I want my kids to be able to see that when you have dreams in your heart that God gives you and a gift that God has given you, that you want to keep going for it and pursuing it. And if God is still bringing melodies to my head and, lyric ideas here and there, and then I got to keep doing it. I don't want to, just let it sit and do nothing with it. If there's a potential song that is supposed to be written, tomorrow or a year from now that may be used in some way to bring someone closer to God, that's pretty important. My grandfather passed away a few years ago, and my dad mentioned at his funeral that he regretted not using his singing ability more while he was alive to bring people to Christ. And that just really hit home in me, because to hear that my grandpa had that regret, made me think, man, I really don't want to have that kind of regret in my life. I want to make sure I'm using my gift how God wants me to use it. My new project coming out is called Surrender, and the first song we're going to release this summer is titled Surrender. And this song Daniel and I wrote together about 4 years ago. And it means more to me now, funny enough, than it did at the time, but it's basically about surrendering ourselves to God. And even though things might be really hard, or it might be a hard thing to do, to be brave enough to kind of go forward and move towards something that you're passionate about, because you have those fears in your head, but just giving it all to Him and letting Him continue to guide your steps. So this fall, we're going to work on bringing this project to life. It's going to have 6 songs on it, which I'm really excited about. And I've already done a few projects prior to this on my own. And this time around, I thought it'd be really cool to get all of you involved and be part of the process. You can be involved in a lot of different ways through Kickstarter and have kind of a front row seat to how this record's gonna be made, and see all of the behind the scene things early on, hear music before maybe it's released, and all kinds of really fun goodies that come along with that, besides just waiting till I release a project and you just get the music and that's it. This way, it's a more intimate look at how the process happens, how the music's been made and recorded and brought to life. If you aren't familiar with Kickstarter, there are different rewards you can choose from, depending on how involved you would like to be in this project. And I promise you, it's going to be worth it and so much fun to be a part of.